Next, I'd like to introduce Son Truong. He's corner of Senior Wong's, and he's currently going through the construction in downtown St. Paul. So thank you for coming.
Good morning, everyone. Like you said, my name is Sun Truong, and I'm one of the owners of Senior Wong, one of the restaurants being hit right now with the construction project with the light rail. They're going to show some slides, and you guys can kind of see what's going on down there. The streets are torn up and everything. I just want to let you know in terms of, there wasn't much that I was going to say today. Just pretty much let you guys know, show you what you guys what's going to happen when the light rail construction comes through. Obviously the light rail is going to be, when it's over and done with, it's going to be great for the community. But for businesses, yeah, obviously constructions aren't the best thing for businesses in terms of, pedestrian access, road access, them trying to find you. But what you're seeing right now, this is our 4th Street. This is the main entrance to the restaurant, and that's all torn up. At one time, we did have 3 out of the 4 streets surrounding us under construction. So in terms of our customers being able to find us, it was extremely difficult. And then this is from across the street. We did see in terms of declining lunch because a lot of pedestrians did, even though there was a skyway, pedestrians weren't able to cross the street. They were for a short amount of time, but then eventually all pedestrian access crossing the street was very limited, where they would actually have to walk almost half a block up and then cross over. And I think that was shut down, and now they have to. It's just tricky navigating the whole construction site. But with all this, we are fortunate to have we're connected to a parking ramp, and we have been, in terms of marketing, people to go in the parking ramp, and that's where the best place to do it. So we, even though this construction has hit our business, lucky for us, we have a parking ramp to direct people towards it off our website. And overall, it was our own in terms of campaign with signage and everything to let people know that this is where you need to park. So I think, with construction and everything, you really need to focus on, trying to get some parking access for your customers. And even with that being done, they don't necessarily, I even talk to customers that don't necessarily see some of the signage or go to the website, and they end up either parking 2 blocks away, or they turn around and go somewhere else. So they've been going at it they've been doing this construction for about since the middle of June, for pretty much through summer, and they're supposed to finish. Let's see, they were supposed to finish in November, middle of November, but now it's looking like the end of November. My biggest concern is I need them to finish. If construction doesn't, the last thing I want is all these construction cranes and everything to sit out in front of my doorstep all through winter and all the way through spring. So I know they're supposed to finish and eventually move down the street, and a lot of the other businesses that are 2 blocks away from us will be hit with this next summer. I think they're starting construction for you guys on University next summer. I'm not sure. Next summer?
No, currently it's 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Okay. And, we will, weather out this storm. They're supposed to move down the street, and we'll, has it been the best 3 months of our business? No, it hasn't, But will we make it past this thing? Yeah. Could we have been better prepared? Yeah. I think a lot of circumstances put us in a situation there that we weren't better prepared for this whole construction, and we put off projects and everything like that. But I'd say, if I knew better, then I would have been better prepared for this whole project. So, yeah.
Would earlier notification by the project have helped you? And how have you found communications to be
I, tell the
during the construction?
Well, the communication during the construction, Dana over there, she has called me a couple times, and I voiced my opinions about the whole thing. But it felt like, in my opinion, it felt like whatever, in terms of her hands were tied. And at that point, I kind of cut off communication just because I had to focus. Ultimately, it's my business, and I had to take care, because I didn't want to waste time keep on calling the Met Council and talking to them about this when ultimately it's my business. I need to take care of my business. So I put all my efforts into marketing and letting people know where to park and took care of it myself.
You mentioned you could have done a few things to prepare better. What kind of things?
Well, we were, in terms of like putting away, funding to weather out the storm. Got a little bit more information. I went to the council, the Met Council meeting on it, and saw like the first few meetings on the construction. I guess I didn't, take it as seriously as I should have. But I think the biggest thing is in terms of, put some funds aside to weather out the storm. So.
I have a question. What is the impact on your business? We talked about this since June. Have you figured out what has been the reduction in sales?
Well, it's hard to measure. This is only our second year of business. It's hard and it's measurable, and it's kind of hard to measure only before the fact that it's summertime. Summertime has always been the slowest time for, especially in downtown St. Paul. I'm not sure how it is in University, but our business eventually drops, 20% right there, right out the bat, just when May hits. But then you got the summer effect. We had a closure like for 10 days during the summer, which was our fault. So we were kind of in a situation already with summer and everything, but the construction obviously didn't help. But so that's compared to last year. It's hard to say because there's a lot more different factors. But I would say construction has a part to do with it. I'm not. I can't say this is how much construction affected me, but there's the summer effect and there's the 10-day closure effect too. So.
Is there a station going in here?
There's a station coming kitty corner to where we are. There's a parking ramp there's a parking lot right now. I guess that they're going to be taken down, and that's where the station's going to be. They're going to eventually move down. Let's see, going east on 4th next summer, and then supposedly they're putting the roads back together by the end of November, which I severely need the roads back to normal.